Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to be showing you the complete beginner's guide to hatching out chickens. So to be able to hatch out chickens, you're obviously going to need an egg. And yeah, I think we all know what came first, the chicken or the egg. It's obviously the chicken that came first. But basically, to be able to get this stuff, I don't know why I even said that, but to get the stuff from the eggs, what you need to do is you need a rooster of a certain breed of chicken. So let's just say you want to hatch out barred rocks, 20 barred rock eggs. You're going to need a barred rock rooster to breed that. If you want to crossbreed chickens, which is especially common for Easter eggers, because 95% of the time Easter eggers aren't actually true Easter eggers, they're just crossbred with like 30 different breeds of chickens. And that's where you get all these cool little variations in between, like green queens and other types of Easter eggers that fall into the same thing. So if you want so you need to make sure you know what colors you're combining, so that way you can do that. We ended up combining black copper marins, straight black copper marins. So basically, just straight down the run black copper marin chickens. That made no sense, but I don't care. So just black copper marins, no other chicken breeds mixed in. But then for the Easter eggers, we used Falcon, who was a green queen chicken, and we mixed them in with Easter egger eggs, which is where not sprinkles. That chicken died back in May. Kit Kat and Fluffball, I don't know where those names came from, comes in because Kit Kat looks absolutely nothing like a Kit Kat bar. Instead, Kit Kat looks more like a fluffy 1.5 week old chicken that I hatched out. And yeah, that's basically it for breeding. Now let's hatch them out. So now it's time to actually get the chicken to sit on the eggs. So basically what you're going to need is you're obviously going to need a broody chicken. And to be able to make them go broody, there was two things you could do. Firstly, you could just wait for a broody chicken to come on, the eggs could die, and you're going to need new eggs. Or the second one that you could do is you could make a chicken go broody by putting them exactly on top of the eggs. But make sure this chicken has at least some form of experience. I have more info in this video that's currently on screen. So you know what, check that out at the end of the video, it'll be on the end screen. Every single video that has importance in this video will be on the end screen. So you don't watch the end to see that. And you know what, I will tell you something. This process is kind of entertaining. But you know what you basically need to do is you need to isolate them from other chickens, not completely. Our chickens, Cute and Loudmouth, just separated themselves from all the other chickens and decided to sleep in the duck coop with our ducks. Yeah, and in case you don't know, we actually have 3 ducks. I do occasionally make videos on them, but not all the time. And they sleep in that coop right there, and that's where they hatched out the eggs. And yeah, I'll get into details about what to do when they're finally hatching out. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna need to just put them in an isolated area where there's not too many chickens, because if they're breeding in a normal box, what's gonna end up happening is your chicken. Here's one of our broody chickens right there. If that chicken, Loudmouth, was in one of the boxes I have in the coop, then there's a pretty decent chance that instead of hatching the chickens out, what would have happened was she would have just gotten way too distracted because of other chickens, like Rogue. Rogue is a pretty iconic chicken, honestly. She's a very cute one, too. So, I will say, if a chicken is trying to, oh, there's Canada geese over there. So, yeah, if there's, chickens being broody, you need to separate them or remove them. Alright, so we are inside right now, and I'm actually going to show you the chickens. So, here is the chickens right down here. They're pretty cute, if you know what I mean. And, yeah, what we did was we ended up taking in Cute a couple weeks ago, and we put her in here. We let her sit with the chickens for maybe a day or two. When we removed her, yeah, the chickens do scream a little bit when you do this, but that's the way it goes, because in the house you can't just have a chicken sitting on the chickens for their entire life. That's just not good. Just not how it's gonna work. So what we did was we just removed them after a couple days. That's what we also did for Loudmouth and the younger black copper marin chickens, because that was the only other way we could have possibly done this. Because, well, if we didn't, everything would have went to, a word I'd rather not say, because if I did, I'm of course talking about the S word. Everything would have gone to S if, what, yeah, I mean with that, because, imagine, you have, a chicken just sitting in here for, a month and a half, just, sitting with these chickens. Imagine how awful your house is going to smell. I mean, after, a day and a half, our house smelled absolutely awful, so we had to remove the chickens. But yeah, usually keep them in for a week and a half, and that's what I recommend for you.